Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Will here, and today I have a review for you on the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Wave 2 Ironhide. Few things to say quickly. I haven't reviewed every figure in the War for Cybertron Siege Wave, Waves 1 and 2. I think I did Sideswipe, but I haven't really been doing loads of reviews because I don't have the best camera in the world. But, you know, I'm going to do reviews anyway just to keep my channel up. And, you know, you're just going to have to take my word for some things because obviously my camera's not amazing. But, yeah, just wanted to say that quickly. We're going to take a quick look at the packaging and then we'll look at Ironhide. Okay, so I am loving the packaging from Hasbro at the minute. With these Siege figures, you have this awesome image here on the side. You have the Transformers Generations logo here, and the Siege one again. All information you already have. I love the fact that it says Takahara Tomy on the box. It says Ironhide here. There's like a little code number here, and then just the basic information that you would find on a Transformers figure. Tells you all about the Battle Masters here, tells you how many steps it will take you to transform this figure, and then just all information you already have. Not much on the bottom. There's the UPC. The other nice thing about these is they've got, I don't know if you can see, if I bring it to the camera there, you can see it just. There's something embossed on the box, so imagine if you have like a black light or something, you can find out what that is, type in the code, and then find out later on what it actually translates to. But I mean, that as far as that goes, that's a box. You have this awesome image of Ironhide right here. Okay, just quickly, because I probably won't get to do it later. Just want to compare Ironhide in his vehicle form next to another deluxe figure. So this is an older Transformers figure. This is Blair from Titans Return. In my opinion, probably one of the best Titans Return figures made. But there you go. That's how that looks from the front, at the sides, and the back. Okay then, so just looking at Ironhide in his van form, I really like this. It looks awesome. It looks enough like the G1 version of Ironhide with the Cybertronian origins mixed in there as well. It still has that Mad Max-ish sort of thing going for it like the Optimus Prime did. My only gripe with it is I wish these wheels were painted. So like maybe silver in the middle and then black for the tyres. Also, it doesn't roll the best in the world. Sometimes the wheels drag, but they're not acting up while I'm filming this video. And if they are, it's only a little bit. But yeah, really like this van mode. Like I said, just that's my only gripe. A lot of people, I'll just take the weapon off the top a minute. A lot of people have a problem with this, but in a minute I'll show you why this doesn't bother me too much. The only other thing to note is you have a serial number here where my thumb is. You can just see that embossed. And then for some reason they have a printed code there as well. What is that about? That's the only thing really. It doesn't bother me too much, but it's there. I thought it's worth a mention. Okay, so like I said, some people have a problem with the top of the van mode. Say the arms are too visible. What you can do to remedy that is, first things first, you can just put any guns on here. That works. Also, I have his very own weapon on there quite a lot, which blocks it off. We'll take another look at the weapon in a minute. But if you have Cog from the first wave, you can dismember him. Poor Cog is getting dismembered by everybody. He's getting dismembered by everybody all over YouTube. That's what he was designed for, though. So yeah. So like, you know, if you have Cog, you can accessorize with the other vehicles and stuff. There you go. I just wanted to show you. It remedies this whole thing, especially from the front. Not so much from the sides, but you're less looking at this and more looking at all the awesome weaponage that Ironhide has. Right, now before we get to the transformation of Ironhide, I just quickly want to show you the weapon. It's a pretty good standard heavy weapon, like a rocket launcher, but it does have another focus, so it's made in two parts and put together. So there you go. You also get like a big gravity hammer, and this reminds me of Red Faction on the PlayStation 3. I used to love that game, but yeah, I mostly have my Ironhide displayed with his weapon like this. I love the fact he has a huge hammer. Yeah, just really happy with that. So there you go. Do with that what you will. I see a lot of people complaining about why it turns into an axe or a hammer from a gun, but why would you complain? A transformer with a transforming weapon is pretty legit to me. Okay, so on to Ironhide's transformation. I'm going to be one of those people and change it from the van to the robot. I know it comes as the robot in the packaging, but it's just more easier to do it this way. The first thing you should do is just take this down, okay, and open these panels on the side up. This figure is all over the place when you're transforming it from van mode, as you can see. I'm just opening stuff up now, and it pretty much just comes like this anyway, and even the biggest moron in the world would probably be able to work out how to transform it. But there you go. As soon as it comes apart, you can pretty much guess from there where everything comes from. So as you can see, the legs, they're pretty much already ready. You just close these bits up, fold these down. You do have to swivel this, by the way, in transformation. You can do it either way. I always just follow the instructions as best I can, although I can't really read them with my old man eyes. But yep, the next thing you do is you just separate the hands. They will just fly over like that and swing down. Like I said, if you have that thing to the back, you can already come up here and plug Ironhide's head in. Why aren't you plugging in? There we go. And then, oh my gosh, what have I done here? There we go. Oh my god. Normally I'm much better at this. So this part can be quite difficult. You need to get the line in here, in those grooves. It will go. I've seen many people do it differently, and it's ultimately up to you. But if you want it transformed accurately, at least, then you should have this sort of sliding down, and then finally you have Ironhide throwing down with his awesome hammer. I hope you like that little pose I just got him into. I really love this Transformers Siege line. They're every bit action figures as they are toys with a transforming gimmick. Yeah, just really happy with that. The figure is fine, by the way. It's just my set at the minute. I'm between sets, and this is just a makeshift one, and it's not the safest. But there you go. Now you want to look at Ironhide, all the profiles. The figure is very plain on the back. But it's on the front where it truly shines, and you have that nice siege paint down here on the feet and on the weapon. You don't get a whole lot of that, but I'm not really fussed anyway, because this is the thing, okay? I can't afford masterpiece figures, so this siege line is the closest I will get to a really accurate looking Transformers figures, and this very much looks like Ironhide in his G1 form. One thing you can't do is get him so that his head's poking out the window in van mode. That would have been cool. But yeah, there you go. Going to quickly do articulation. His head will look up will look down a little bit and not up much. You can cheat with the actual transforming flap, but you can't count that. So he does spin all the way around though, if you want him to do that. Shoulders go out that much and then all the way around like that. They have the bend at the elbow. It's a really good bend at the elbow. Bicep swivel, the wrist swivel as well. You have the waist that twists, the feet that kick out a really good amount, and back. You have that knee bend, which is a really good bending at the knee, and then the ankle pivot, and thigh cuts, if I didn't say that. Just really good articulation, to be fair. It's a smashing figure overall. Right, comparison time. So here he is next to the Titans Return Chrome Dome. Love this figure still, by the way. Unfortunately, these don't scale super well. Here he is next to the basic Prowl Generations figure that I showed you. And these definitely do not scale very well. Here he is next to the Siege Deluxe Hound and Sideswipe. I really love all three of these figures, by the way. Ironhide's definitely going to have to take a figure off of my top 10 for this year. I'm just not sure who it is yet, because I still love these figures so much. They're really underrated. Here he is next to Cog, and this works also. I really love the playability with Cog, and all the interchanging parts. So that's pretty awesome. Here he is with Optimus Prime, and I love how these two scale. Not just that, but to have these two in my collection finally looking the way they do, I am just over the moon. I'm just gushing with that much, you know, geek power. It is unreal. Look at these figures, guys. They look absolutely amazing. And finally, I'm just showing you, this is Ironhide with all the cog pieces put together for the hyper battle mode. It's not called that, I just called it that. Really loving this line. Really loving all the figures in each wave. I still need to pick up Skytread and Megatron from the first wave. And then this is the first of the second wave of figures I have. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, because I will do this regularly. We'll put this guy over here for a minute, get rid of this, because I just want to quickly show you, I do have some more reviews planned. I'm thinking of doing one of these next, so let me know which one of them you want to see first. And apart from that, I feel like I've said everything, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.